Welcome to Luminara Mindset, Chapter 6, The Gentle Art of Self-Observation. Welcome back. In our last chapter, we took a broad survey of our life's landscape. We looked at the big picture from a gentle distance. Now we are going to zoom in. We are going to cultivate a skill that is the very foundation of mindfulness, presence, and lasting change. The gentle art of self-observation. If surveying your landscape was like looking at a map, self-observation is like learning to read the real-time weather of your inner world. It's the practice of paying attention to your thoughts, feelings, and bodily sensations as they arise, moment by moment. Most of us live our lives completely fused with our thoughts and emotions. We don't say, I am experiencing a feeling of sadness. We say, I am sad. We don't say, I am noticing a thought about failure. We say, I am a failure. In this fusion, there is no space. There is no choice. We are simply carried away by the current of our internal state. Self-observation is the practice of creating space. Imagine you are sitting on the bank of a river. The water flowing by is the stream of your thoughts, feelings, and sensations. The leaves, twigs, and occasional muddy swirls are your individual thoughts and emotions. For most of our lives, we are in the river, being tossed and turned by the current, believing we are the river. The practice of self-observation is choosing to gently step out of the water and sit on the bank. From this new perspective, you can simply watch the river flow by. You can see a thought of worry float past, and you can say to yourself, there is worry. You can see a feeling of anger surface, and you can note, there is anger. You are not the anger. You are not the worry. You are the silent, spacious awareness that's able to witness it all. This witness perspective is a core aspect of your higher self. It is the calm center in the storm. This might sound abstract, so let's make it practical. How do you actually do this? You can start with your body. Your body is always in the present moment, and it is an incredible barometer of your inner state. Throughout your day, take a moment to pause and bring your attention inward. Notice the physical sensations present. Is there a tightness in your shoulders? A feeling of warmth in your chest? A fluttering in your stomach? You don't need to analyze it or fix it. Just notice. My shoulders are tight. This simple act of noticing can, by itself, begin to soften the tension. You can then apply this to your thoughts. This is more challenging because our minds are so active. The goal is not to stop your thoughts. That's impossible. The goal is simply to notice that you are thinking. As you go about your day, you might suddenly wake up and realize you've been lost in a spiral of thought for the last 10 minutes. In that moment of waking up, there is no need for judgment. Simply celebrate it. There I was, thinking. That's it. That is a moment of pure mindfulness. You can give your thoughts labels. When you notice a stream of thoughts about what you need to do, you can silently say to yourself, planning. When you notice yourself replaying a past event, remembering. When you are lost in anxiety, worrying. This labeling creates a subtle but profound separation between you, the observer, and the thought itself. This is a gentle art. It takes practice. In the beginning, you may only remember to do it once or twice a day. That is a victory. Every time you step out of the river and onto the bank, even for a single second, you are strengthening your muscle of awareness. You are rewiring your brain for presence. With consistent practice, this space begins to grow. And in this space between a stimulus and your reaction lies your freedom. A critical email doesn't have to trigger immediate stress. You can observe the feeling of urgency arise, take a breath, and then choose how to respond. A thought of self-doubt doesn't have to send you into a spiral. You can see it, acknowledge it as just a thought, and let it float on by. You are not the river. You are the witness on the bank. And from that peaceful shore, you have the power to choose your next move. Your practice for this week is to create mindfulness anchors. Choose a recurring daily activity, like washing your hands, waiting for your coffee to brew, or stopping at a red light. Designate this activity as your anchor. Every time you do it, use it as a trigger to pause and practice self-observation for just that 1 minute. Check in with your body, notice a thought, and feel your breath. That's all. Let this anchor be your recurring invitation to step onto the riverbank. Please subscribe now to our YouTube channel, along with visiting our Instagram page at Luminara Mindset. Join our community of seekers, healers, and dreamers. Begin your journey to peace, transformation, and inner radiance, one sound at a time.